originally, as you can see on the picture there used to be a hunting lodge right on this spot. Mitchell Henry himself was a surgeon, but his dad and his uncle had a big cotton industry. So they were very wealthy. And when his dad passed away, Mitchell Henry gave up his surgery and became head of the family business. And with the money that he inherited, he bought up the lodge and about 15,000 acres around here. Straight away in 1867, he started building the house itself and the garden at the same time. And he developed the estate, and he built as well a model farm. Actually, that's on the other side of the road. So he embarked on a huge project, really. And that in the west of Ireland, which is already nowadays remote, as you noticed. So in those days, it was even harder to get the materials and the labor. But it was really a blessing for the people in the area here. He employed loads of people. And you know the history of Ireland. You had the famine. So in 1860, this area was still very, the people were still deprived. Kylemore had lost about 1/3 of its population through immigration, starvation, and diseases. So when he started this project, he was able to employ up to 200 people, which is great. And he paid them good money, 7 to 10 shillings, which in those days, made people walk for 40 miles to find employment around here. So in that sense, it was great. And it still is a place that gives lots of employment to the people around here. So in that sense, it's great. Now, it stays in the family with the Mitchell Henrys for 4 years, and then tragedy struck, really, because Margaret Henry contracts dysentery on a Nile cruise. They went on a holiday, and in those days, of course, they weren't able to treat it. And it must have absolutely gutted Mitchell Henry, because remember, he's a doctor, and he wasn't able to save her. So she died after 16 days. Their youngest child was about 2 and had 9 children. So he never remarried after that. This house was their second home, so it was kind of their holiday home and their family home where they would invite friends and everything. So it was more and more his oldest sons that kind of spent time here. And eventually, when the business turns bad as well, they're trying around the turn of the century to sell the house, which is very hard. Now, at some stage, King Edward VII came to Connemara, and they were hoping to sell it to the king. But he wasn't interested. The upkeep was too expensive for him. And eventually they sell it to friends, the Duke and Duchess of Manchester, of one of his sons. This church was built in 1874 after the death of Margaret Henry. It's a neo-Gothic church, so it has some very fine stone carvings. It has a few stained glass windows that were probably salvaged from another church, we think from Germany, we're not sure of the origin. And the church was restored in 2000.